I joined the War of Liberation on the 7th of July, 1975. I was 15, turning 16 then. I went via ex-combatant because I was coming from Manicaland, Chipinge district. So we stayed at ex-combatant for about a week. Actually, when I crossed the border, I thought it was the first group. But when we got to ex-combatant, I discovered that there was already over 150 other recruits waiting there. Then we were ferried to Machazi. It's a little bit inside Mozambique. When we got there, already there were thousands. Mostly it was people of my age from school.
Were you being trained during this time?
No, we were not being trained. We were just being kept. It was frustrating because when we crossed the border, we were told that after 6 months we have been trained and we were going to come back to school. Because I crossed when I was doing Form 2. So I had made my calculations that from July to December, the war will be over. January, I'll be back at school. So that day, I was at the kitchen getting ready to prepare meals for the day. So just after the first plane, the next thing I remember was, I don't know how many bomber planes were in the sky. And that was the first battle that I experienced. I wasn't very sure. Then I think after a month or two, I also joined people, the other comrades at Foxtrot, Zapasi Assembly Point, that's where I went. Then at Zapasi now, it's like the food supplies were brought in by helicopters and every time we would rush for cover. Because the war had been registered in our minds such that every aeroplane was an enemy's aeroplane. So that is what happened. At least now in the assembly points, there was plenty of food. There was no more starvation. So it's like we're saying, it might be true. Until the first elections, when we voted for the 1980 elections, I think that's when I started saying, so is it true? Also waking up in the morning without toy, because I used to hate that. And also making choices to do what I really want. You know, when you are in the military, you don't do what you want. You do what you are supposed to do, whether you like it or not. So I would say that's one thing that I really enjoyed. Generally speaking, I would say, well, the independence was attained. But considering us as freedom fighters, do you want my honest opinion?
That's what I'm here for.
To tell you the truth, nothing has been done for us. I wouldn't say we are a special creed or what. But considering that when we went for the war, there was a slogan which said, "Tichano gutira kumusha." Unless one came back and went to school and upgraded him or herself, as freedom fighters, nothing has been done for us up to today. If you go to the reserves there are freedom fighters. Some did not even get the 50,000 which was given to others. Some did not even get the demobilization money that was given in 81, I think, 81. Some had left school at a very low grade. And you know, with self-esteem, it would be weird for somebody who is 20 to start grade 5. So they did not go back to school. As a result, they remained marginalized. Some of us went to school when we came back and we were employed. But along the way, when they thought they wanted to do away with war veterans, we were the first people targeted for demobilization. I mean, for retrenchment.
Why is that?
I don't know, but that's when in fact, myself and quite a number of us were the first one to be retrenched in 1993. Imagine, we were still growing up. 1993, we had not acquired anything. And then all of a sudden, you are not employed. Not because you have done something, you are just terminated. Your post is terminated. You have a young family, you have a mortgage, you have school fees to pay, you have everything.
That didn't explain why?
They just, like, I was in the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. My post was just abolished. It's not me only, and many others. Local government did the same. Most ministries did that. And then looking at it, having fought and having advanced ourselves in education, we thought we were the right people to spearhead the government policies, even the economy, everything. But we were just terminated, just like that. We were made redundant in our youth. We were just youth. Like I wasn't even 30. To tell you the truth, I look at today's children because of the thing is, if somebody is not employed, today encouraging a young boy or girl like you to go to school, they'll say, what's the point? Am I going to get employed? What's the point? You say you will be empowered, they will say, how many have been empowered today? Which is really sad, because even the empowerment thing of it is like there is a group which is being empowered. I don't know how they are selecting the group that they are empowering. And the rest is left in the blue. It's just like that. So our children need to be empowered. At one point, one of my children asked me, Mommy, what is it for us to point out that my father and my dad fought in the struggle? I did not have anything to show. Because all he knows is his mother is not employed, his father is dead, everything is stuck. And it's not him alone. Many other, war veterans' children have the same question. And the sad part of it is that if anyone would come to them today and offer them, because they don't have the value of this country, they really don't know because they are not educated enough to know. If somebody would walk in and say, okay, I'm going to give you A, B, C, D, do this. Man is the root of all evil. That's why even today we are having problems. Because someone walks in and say, you are not employed. If you do A, B, C, D, I'll give you $1,000. You see, our youth is threatened because of that.